Hello. Hi, Mac. Hope everybody's doing well. Mac's got a fancy badge now. Oh, yeah, it's Mark. Hi, Mark. Hindsight, I probably should have filled up my water before I started. Welcome in, Imp. Yeah, now, in addition to having badges for, like, top cheerer, top gift sub, now there's also the top clip of the week. Yes, week. So that's interesting. I like it. Today kinda sucked at work. But it's fine. Because I'm not at work anymore, so I can just dump that all out of the side of my head. Watch the video of the stream and still get credit? That's very weird. Huh. Yeah. I don't know. The whole streak thing, it's very FOMO driven. Like, oh, you gotta go, or else, yeah, you're gonna lose it. You're gonna lose your streak. And on one hand, I'm like, that will be very effective for making sure people that tune in regularly continue to tune in. But on the other hand, I feel like that is dark magic. You know, that's like, hang on. There's something, I can't put my finger on it, but there's something inherently evil going on there about the way that you're messing with people's brains in order to get them to consume more content. But on the other hand, it'll make people consume more of your content. Are we the baddies? We don't have streaks enabled in this stream. I don't even know if we have the option to. Anyway. Always. Great. Love it. Cool. Great. Imp. I'd like to report a bug. You can say you gotta fix it. You gotta get version 1.1 out. Let's see. I muted Dove's Discord today, so I'm catching up on stuff. That was really going all in on being productive. A bug. As if it were even possible. Now, let's see here. If anybody hasn't seen Imp's game yet, he finished his Godot project. Always the question you end up asking yourself in D&D campaigns. I mean, players just tend towards chaos. Need to play D&D sometime. You probably do. So check it. So you can turn down music and effect. Well, I assume effects is also controlled there. But if you turn everything to 0 and then you start the game, either the sound effects control does nothing, or all of the sounds are on the master bus instead of the sound effects bus. Oh, thank you for the oranges. That worked out. Yeah, music is fine. It's the strat right here. Pure damage. All in on damage. And it works pretty well until you start lagging things out. D&D is fun. See, the unfortunate thing is that eventually you hit the hard cap on the number of fire orbs you can have. Fire does appear to be the meta. I've never gotten a decent score with anything other than fire. I think the music just went into boss mode. Oh, it did. What's with the so the Godot symbol is the placeholder graphic that you can it just comes pre-installed with your project. So anytime that you don't want to be bothered to get an actual asset in place, you can just use that instead. That's the explosion that randomly happens sometimes with fireballs that does area of effect damage. So this is it. You just kite and circle. Once you have explosion, just always happen on oh, interesting. Uh-oh. Huh. Well then, I'd like to report a bug. I don't know what the stats on the different enemies are. Yeah, that's fine. But they're seeing. I don't know if do the enemies get progressively stronger as the game goes on, or does each enemy type have a set health? Because if it's set health, okay, then you reach a cap on damage where it's just there's no reason to continue increasing damage. Once you can one-shot everything, you can stop increasing damage forever. Oh, the little ones. Overwhelming DACA. I wish I could increase frequency of the shots. Tupu. Mart invasion. Great.
Mart invasion.
I love Mart. What a good character. What a good original character that no one will ever steal. A Marty? A Marty party? Now it's a... Wow. Wow. Willow, thank you for the Mart celebration. Eventually the problem becomes that I just lose track of my little guys. The little yellow guys blend in a lot with the coins. I think I'm one-shotting the little guys. Yeah, I am. Two-shotting the big ones. The fleas, that's a good name for them. That was mixed with the lizards, I didn't even notice. Just gotta get the damage. The little ones are the worst because they can just squeeze right through my defenses. Zombie Titan, Flea, and Mage. Hey, Winter. Yeah, the fact that explosion is supposed to happen every time certainly would change things a bit. Yeah. Yeah, movement speed is pretty good and does help you get money faster, which is one of the big... Probably should. It's very imperceptible. Like, I've not outright measured it. I'm like, did that actually speed me up at all? And I assume it's additive 10%, not multiplicative. It is a boost. There you go. So now it's just bullet hell, and that's it. That's the entire game. Correct, additive. Dang. Because otherwise, you could really... Well, actually, it would take a while, really, before that's noticeable. It's like if the original speed is 100, then additive, you get 110, 120, 130. Multiplicative, you get 110, 121, 132 point whatever, etc. A little bit of security. What's the base player health? I'm adding 20, but I don't know what I'm adding to. Okay, it is 100 base. Okay, so 20 is not bad. And the explosion seems to do less damage than the actual direct shot, as far as I can tell. More explosion. I'm at the max number of orbs, I assume. Ow, 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 ow. Quit it. It is the max. That's terrible. Now I'm just like wandering through this vast field of infinite money. Just blaze a trail through. And then repeat. Increase explosion size again. You can see yourself enjoying it. I don't think I've ever beat 1,000 points, which is unfortunate. I accidentally set the level up to be exactly equal to the number required. Ah. I did not even notice. Is it? Oh. No, that's accurate. 600. That's exactly how much I have. See, changing direction lets the little guys catch up with you. Look at all this money that's out here. This is what's going to kill me, is I'm gonna get lagged to death. I can't get the money fast enough. Yeah, I'm at 650 now. I didn't even see what killed me. There you go. That's the game. We win. We totally win. All right. So that's Imp's game that he was working on for a while. I've done a few rounds of it. It is enjoyable. I got DACA'd. Overwhelmingly DACA'd. It's like, I can certainly imagine a wish list of, ooh, wouldn't it be cool if this. Hey, what if there was a texture on the ground so you could, when the game starts and you have no way of knowing if you're moving or not, like you can kind of see the ground moving. And if you are ever interested in setting up a GitHub repo of any project for collaboration stuff, I would be totally on board with just every once in a while pulling down the source, playing the game a bit, and be like, I'm gonna add this, and then submitting a pull request. Because I've never really done any kind of pull request stuff with anything other than work. I've never done any contribution stuff. Because I feel like there's unspoken politics to it in the same way that there was for, wait for it, Mario Maker 2 Twitch streaming. That there were these sort of unspoken rules about how it's supposed to operate, where everyone just had this feeling of, this is what makes it fair. This is how you do it fairly. Where's my thing? Go away. Stream. I need streamer mode. There we go. But I imagine that within like public reposphere, there's this idea is like, oh, no, you can't submit that as a pull request. That is so rude. It's like, what? I wanted to help. That's my big fear with doing anything like that, is I don't know what the established community is like within those sorts of projects. That said, there is a open source game project. Let me see here. Here we go. All right, I'm gonna post this. This is a really fun one. So this is an open source collective game that anybody can pull down the source code, make a change, and then push it out there. Oh, there it is. Grab that, bookmark that, because I'm interested in. I want to peek behind the scenes a little bit. So this GitHub repo is for a little game called Mario. It's a game called A Little Game Called Mario. And the idea is that you can collaborate and add something to the project. And when someone asks you if you're a game developer, and you're like, yes, and then they say, oh, have you worked on anything I might have heard of? You can say, have you heard of a little game called Mario? It is your first project. I get it. I've got some of my my old stuff is on the Dobbs Works page. Well, some of my more recent stuff. Pixelians. This was the first game that was supposed to be a collaborative effort between me and one other guy from work. He set up the GitHub repo, and then I built the entire game, and that was the collaboration. It did not. Yeah, that was it. The idea is you can customize your ship, and then you. Oh gosh, Firefox is really laggy with canvas drawing. Like, this game is like 10 years old and it's running like absolute crap here. It's it can do touch controls, it can do WASD. You collect resources, and then after every so many levels you can buy upgrades for your ship. It's not well balanced in the player's favor. Like, eventually you get to a point where you steamroll. Like, you can't lose if you... There's a fly up here. You can't lose once you get to a certain point of upgrades. So, it's not well balanced, but it was fun. It was fun to work on. All right, what are we working on tonight? Now that we've just done nothing for 30 minutes. Modules. These little icons here. I hate them. I hate them, and we're going to redo them. That's the main task for tonight, is the module art. So here's the thing. Here's the rules. Here's the rules about these modules. They need to be tileable with very few exceptions. Battery is an exception because it's a 1x1 module. It can still technically tile vertically, but it's fine. But they need to be able to tile with themselves. They don't have to tile with anything else other than themselves. The idea is when you put a bunch of these together, it makes one contiguous shape. Day, thank you. That's not a Mart invasion, but I'll still take it. Oh, it's gonna read that. Is it gonna read that? Maybe it doesn't read those. Maybe it doesn't read emotes. Day, thank you for 57 months. That's almost a year. That's what we say. That's what we say around here. So anyway, that's the rule, is it needs to be a tiling texture. The shape, I like the idea that some of them have non-square shapes, like a little bit of this is interesting, I think, personally. Have a good night, Imp. Good luck with the errands. As you can see, in some of these, I got a little bit exotic. And it doesn't look great. Square is fine. And we can do recolors for the ones that are going to be basically like the same type. For instance, the chip icon here. That it is intended that every move that Dabble gets is going to be some variation of this texture, but with like a different color. And maybe a slightly, like maybe a rotated or like a alternate combination of things. But it'll mostly just be, it's a chip that gets plugged in that has a move on it. Whereas like frame, okay, the idea here is like it's a heavy metallic frame. Battery, it's just literally a battery. These other things, I don't know. We'll brainstorm some stuff, but that's the idea. So right now, I'm just not satisfied with the art. It feels a little bit out of place. Some of it feels fine. Mostly we're just going to move it to a new file. And then see what we can do with the rest of this. Right. Get a new... Let me get the icons pulled up so we can grab the existing ones. And let's make a new one. What is the shortcut for new? Not responding. Cool. All right. Also, I wanted to listen to the Mario Kart soundtrack. Mario Kart World soundtrack. Why? I don't know. I thought it would be cool, and I haven't really listened to it. Everybody's playing it. I don't have it. But, I was listening to a few of the tracks, and they sound cool. So we're gonna do that. There's that fly. I saw him. It's all the way. Can I get him? Do I have anything to hit him with? He's gone. He'll be back. Width 1,000. Height, let's keep it a little bit small-ish for now. 400. Let's put a grid on the... Hang on. You know what? Let's learn a little bit more about our tool set. Can we get a grid? Grids and guide. Here we go. Show grid. There it is. That's where it's hiding. That's a silly place for it, but okay. Now, does it lock to it? Okay, it does not. Oh, unless you do snap to grid. Oh, yeah, look at that. Well, does it? It doesn't feel like it's snapping to grid, so I'm not worried about it. Okay, but there we go. Now we know how to do grid. We don't get a lot of bugs up here, but they occasionally work their way in. There's a fly up here, in case you didn't know. Yeah, he's up here. Anyway, I was listening to like the first handful of tracks from Mario Kart World, and I was like, okay, this is good. I wanna listen in depth to this. No. If I see him, I'll chase after him with one of the toys or something, or use my sock as a whip. There's somewhere, but not a barbarian. Okay, play all. Wait, this can't be the right playlist. That doesn't look ordered at all. Maybe this one? Title screen, and then Choco Island. See, this one starts with... I would assume the one we want would be sorted vaguely by... Okay, this probably is the one we want. 241 videos. All right. Here we go. Bring it on. Watch the volume. Hopefully not too loud. We'll see if this gets the VOD muted. Is that a little loud? It's a good hook. Like a good recurring theme they've got is just this da 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 on this 7th chord, like this bluesy, jazzy. And then they work in the original Mario Kart melody here at this part. I love it when video games do that. It's wise of them. They should do that. They love a motif. I love a motif. Oh. Interesting that they went with like their flagship track, like the trailer and everything. What they initially focused on was like a heavily like Southwest inspired, like American Southwest, like your New Mexico, Nevada, Arizona zone of like just this the Route 66, you know, just driving out into the desert. Weird. I get it. It does make sense for a game that's very focused on long distance travel. That's a fun kind of idea to follow. And like, okay, well then, you know, long expansive roads in the desert, and then Southwest, and then you get that into the theme song with this harmonica heavy. Very cool. Like, oh, little stank on it. All right. This is fine. Like, this one I'm okay with. This one I'm okay with. This one less so. And I'm not sure why. I kind of want to make it even smaller. Maybe like a 2-pack of batteries. Okay, this is like the first, this is your 1-1 track here. Yeah, I kind of like it this way. Maybe even a little bit smaller. There it was again. Do-do-do-do. That's the motif. I haven't listened far enough into this, but I'm wondering if that recurs in the Rainbow Road track. If better. Okay, that's better. A little 2-pack of batteries. Should I reverse one of them maybe, so it's like a, you know, a flipped pair? I think so. But then this little lightning looks awful. The metal is fine. What can I do? Okay, so this is using modulation, which means it's probably just going to be whatever color we have it as. I don't think I want this in here. So let's cut that out by just stretching this over it. It'll be a nice smooth texture, I guess, but that's fine. Crown City. A little funk, a little jazz. Synthy. Not like Synthicat, but synth-esque. That's a good little riff. That's really good. transparent. Don't want that. Cut this little bit off. That sounds a little Earthbound. Not that part. That part is just like really fun. Okay, let's flip this one vertically. How do I do that? Let's learn. I haven't. Okay, to flip selection. Tool options. Okay. Let's trim the edges out. Tool options. You'll find quick flip. Triangle bisected the line. Oh, I gotta rotate the. Ah, there it is. Okay, that's fine. Ooh, I have to scroll down in this. Okay, there it is. This is Whistle Stop Summit. I love a good violin track. I love a good train theme track. The idea with this was supposed to be like, oh, maybe it's like origami-ish, like folded metal, something or other. This, I have no idea what I'm on with this. Let's get rid of this one completely. Let's use, banjo. Let's go. Let's use this as our selection here. So we'll fill this over. Alright. Now we can just draw whatever we want here. How big is this selection here? 75. Train whistle. So now we can draw here, and we can turn on the wraparound, which makes it much easier to make sure things line up. So what is this used for? Power motor. That's not even going to be in chapter 1, but you know, let's just start making some shapes. The Donkey Kong motif, the original Donkey Kong motif, the arcade. That's cute. Did I just turn it off somehow? No, it's loading. That was cute. Was that the okay, when the Donkey Kong game first starts, you get the ba 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 ba, and then Donkey Kong goes and then it starts the do 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 do, and it does that forever. That's really cute that they worked that part in, because you don't normally hear that part where Nintendo likes reusing the DK arcade music. This is just locked up. Did my internet crap out? They love using DK arcade music. They did it in Odyssey, they did it in Nintendo Land, which I guess they're bound to do in Nintendo Land. But this is really good use of this stuff. Bum, 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 bum. And they're kind of expanding on it, stretching it out a bit. And then they're using the that bum, 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 bum. That's cute. That's cute. I heard the marketing sounds there. Very fun. Very fun. Backing to it. Section 1. Section 3. Yeah, oh, this is just going. Oh yeah, they do like doing this in Mario Kart, and I appreciate that they'll have different sections of the track assigned to different sections of music. So it'll fade from one to the next as soon as you cross over. It's fun. Oh, sorry. I'm keeping my mic too far away from my face because I'm lost in the tunes. I guess I could lower the volume of the desktop audio a good bit, and then that'll help. But really the solution is I should duct tape this microphone. But I want to jam. I'm gonna listen to it. Okay, then like maybe like this. That could be cool. This kind of pattern. That's interesting. There's something to that. Like, what if we just do that and it's like a lattice? Like that's the shape of it. That's kind of interesting. And it's a lot more freeform than the existing ones. But I feel like that means we need to make this a little bit thicker. See, they did this in Wario, Mount Wario, and it was really good. And then the grand finale, oh! Mount Wario might be my favorite track in Mario Kart 8. It does a cool thing with the sections. Okay, this is just gonna go forever. It's still going! Alright, hang on. I want to listen to Mount Wario now. Yay! Al's internet back. I love this. This is probably my favorite musical track. It's a tight race. In Mario Kart 8. Maybe, what if we had more lattice here? See, then it moves into a B section. These individual sections repeat. And it's based on what area you're in the track. This could work. This could work. Okay, so for this to work, though, we have to give it a little bit of a texture, I guess. And it needs to be grayscale so we can modulate it out. So let's assume like a little bit of brightness along the tops of each one. Oh, it's so good. Fiddle music good? And then the trumpet. Hold it. Hold that note. Ooh. Did you go British? Did you go British, Al? You went a little British there. Oh, that trumpet, that. Oh. Okay, anyway. DK Spaceport, interesting. Okay, Desert Hills. Wait for it. Wait for it. So this would apparently be a redo of a track. Okay, now let's go Shadow. Is there a lot of gray? But isn't it? Is it gray or is it gray? Okay, that looks all right. That's a cool one. All right. Cool. I think that's what we want here. But let's mess with the contrast a little bit. Let's go with that. What is this? Shy Guy Bazaar. Mario Kart 7. Okay. That one's an interesting sort of like structural lattice. Let's do a hexagon next. Hexagon's good. So let's get our basic hexagon shape to start with. Free-handed. center loop, and then I guess now let's stretch it out. Like that, maybe? Maybe? Ah, but then we can't. Ah, I see, there's a problem. Ooh, okay. Awkward. So that can overlap completely, and then this needs to, like, it's a thin hexagon. Make Wiggler squirm. I mean, I guess a little bit. So we could do like this, and that is a hex grid, I suppose. That'd make an individual copy look like that. Oh, that's Luigi's. Oh no, it's Wario Stadium. I guess it had the same music as Luigi Raceway. It's Mark. Wait a second. Wait a second! Hey! Al. You'll be hearing from my lawyer. Reply. Well, you saw yours first. Great. So who knows? Feels a little too thick at the top and bottom comparatively, so let's thicken it out here and here. He really is doing a get a load of this guy. Whereas Mark is doing much more of a hi. Except it's reversed. He's even got little wiggle marks. Yeah, I think this is. Do we want like a shape in the middle? Or is that overkill? That might be overkill. It's tough to say for sure. Is there a way? If we do this, what does that do? Okay, it does rows. Airship Fortress. Circle in the middle, good. Bigger circle? This one is in Mario Kart World. I mean, I am listening to the Mario Kart World soundtrack. How weird. gotta be some way I can squeeze this grid to make a better hex grid. Like smaller hexagons or something. All right, hang on. Let me just draw over. Do a quick draw over. Okay. So now what if we like drastically reduce this so that we can fit another one in here? And then duplicate. What does that look like? That is much nicer, I think, hexagon-wise, like the proportions. Cart going to the beat. Oh man, wow, ow. That works out really well with the thumb. So he's really. Well, now I'm curious. Oh, I can't because it's a follower emote. DK Pass from DS. See, I didn't play the DS one, so I don't know. I think this is good. Do that a little bit. I think that works pretty well. Then this would be the... This is an awkward shape, but what if it was like this shape? Feels a little latticey as well, but maybe that's all right. Let's try it this way. Sounds a little bit like the Snow Kingdom in Odyssey. The fly landed. Now's my chance. Guys, it flew. I started going close to it, and it flew. Why didn't anyone tell me that they could do that?
Make the fly regret its life decisions.
They fly now. Okay, so now the individual one looks like this, which is a cool shape to see. Only I know. The fly. He flew away at the last minute. Again. It's like a signature move or something. So now with it like this, see, that's much more interesting now, I think. That we can actually fill the center. Let's do this. Okay. Now let's texture it somehow. Okay, blue. Sky High Sunday from Mario Kart Tour. I don't know a thing about Mario Kart Tour. Let's give this one like a weird texture. Ooh, that applies quickly. But I like it. Okay, and now go over that and... Ooh. Bunch of tour tracks. I did, well, they were in the DLC, so I didn't really play a lot of those, except the occasional times I played with you guys online. Okay, now blur. Not that much. Yeah, that looks all right. There's a texture to it that will make me get the Switch 2. I mean, Mario Maker, definitely. I want first-party Nintendo games. I need to justify it. Here's the issue. Any given Steam game that I get for $10. Let's look at my recent Steam games that I've played. Oxygen not included, 400 hours. So add the DLC that I bought, and we'll say that's $40. 10 hours per dollar spent, and it was probably cheaper than $40 total. Let's see here, Stardew. That's probably a scary example. We're not gonna do that. FTL, bought it for like, what, $5 or something? 230 hours. On the flip side, Bug Fables, I got that one for like $10. I played for 40 hours. It's a singular experience. You play it through, you're done. So that's something I have to remember for like the big Mario games. Like they're saying they're working on some kind of 3D Mario. That's the whispers around the rumor mill, is that the next 3D Mario is in the works. I have to remember I'm going to play that through once or twice. It'll be fun, but I'm not going to replay it a lot. I will 100% it, and then that's probably about it for a while. But on the flip side, more like replay heavy games like maybe Mario Kart, I'll play a few extra times. But Mario Maker, I will play a lot. So all that said, I need to make it worth it to get the Switch 2. I need there to be enough games that will total up hours that amongst all of those games, plus the cost of the Switch, I'm going to get a reasonable amount of entertainment out of it. And then there's the catch, which is I really shouldn't be playing more video games right now. I should be making a video game. Oh, that's Koopa Troopa Beach right there. I recognize that one. Yeah, on its own, it won't. I feel like a 3D Mario would be like a break even. Like, 3D Marios are usually pretty high quality. Like, they're the big things on a Nintendo console. Like, Mario 64, one of the all-time greats. Mario Sunshine, very memorable experience. Galaxy, cool. Odyssey, probably one of their best 3D Marios they've ever done. 3D World, even 3D World, which is one of the weaker of the 3D Marios because of just the very different play style, was still a really solid experience with a ton of very creative levels considering what they were working with. I think Mario 3D World was actually pretty good. Multiplayer made it even better, especially when they added that you could do it online. That was actually a really fun experience. Okay, we'll do it like this. This will be some kind of lattice. Go, and then we, not that. Here the Xbox Game Boy can play Steam. I don't know a thing about this Xbox Game Boy thing. Will the Switch 2 be worth getting? If there is a game that I have no other way of playing, like let's say Mario Maker 3 whenever they finally announce that, then I don't get I don't have a thing to. It's not like, okay, well, my goal is to play this Mario game with my friends. Now my choice is get the machine that plays Mario games or the machine that is incapable of playing Mario games. Then it's like, that's not. There's no reason to get the Xbox for me. Game Boy is Nintendo. Mac. Yes. But it's like, that's what moms do, is they call it a Nintendo. It's like, you playing Ratchet and Clank on your Nintendo there? Yeah, I am. It's fine. Yeah, it's my Nintendo. Nintendo kind of almost genericized itself. Every game console was a Nintendo in the early 90s. It's like, playing Sonic, oh, on your Nintendo? Well, it's not a Nintendo. It's a Sega. It's a Sega Genesis, and Sega does what Nintendo don't. That's what the man on TV said. There was a lot of loud noises and flashy images of, like, sirens and, like, bizarre, eye-catching advertisements. I remember very vividly that I got my my Game Boy, my original gray 4 shades of pixels Game Boy, wrapped in a artificial sweetener box, a big box of Sweet and Low that had been sealed up. So I don't know if it fell off a truck or what. That's what it was wrapped in. And man, I played a lot of Link's Awakening on that thing back in the 90s. Is Sweet and Low blue or pink? The packet was pink, but I think the box, the packaging, was blue with a big picture of a Sweet and Low packet, which is pink. Okay. This is looking better. Maybe we can do some variants of this. Like, this was a fun idea. Peach colored. So the reason a lot of these are gray is because the coloring happens in engine so that I can very easily do recolors of these without drawing more sprites. Oh. Peach Beach on the GameCube. It's a very faithful rendition. See, here we got the octagonal. Here we got the hexagonal. Yeah, it's fine. We can do more full squares, I guess. It's just I think what makes them interesting is more of the shapes. If it ain't broke. I mean, it's definitely, the instrumentation is much better. I don't think they did live instrumentation on Double Dash. I would be very surprised if they did. It does sound nice. That flute line is new. Proves difficult. I know. No, I just gotta change the dimensions a little bit more. Not quite. What is this? Salty Speedway. This one's a new one. No, wrong direction. Hey! That yellow does not read. Something's going on here. Can't get this to line up. I'm sure if I actually ran the numbers, I could figure this out. There we go. A little more. That was 28. 26? 27? Not in the slightest. Okay. to go. And then I don't know actually. Like that. Interesting. Dino Jungle. GameCube. Dino Jungle. I don't remember a Dino Jungle at all. I played a lot of Double Dash, and yet... Okay, the bridge looks a little familiar. I must have just hated this course or something, because I don't remember it at all. Let's take a look at this little overview here. Tiny, tiny image. Oh yeah, the twin bridges do ring a bell. But like, barely. There's a bunch of dinos. Man, like the music, I'm like, I know this music, but the level, no, not even a little bit. Mirror mode. Is it like, is that? It's like this is kind of something here. I think that might be the way to kind of go with this. The Great Question Mark Block Ruins. What happened to them? Why are they in ruins? Wait, I think we need a draw over here. So I think this is good. But then I think it needs to go to here. And then across. That. I think that's more of the right idea. And then what if, hypothetically, oops. Control G, Control T, flip vertically. Hello. There we go. That. There's something to it. Fast foot. That's, you know what, that's actually okay. Well, what if we took this out? This part here and made it just this. Cheep Cheep Falls. Okay, so merge these layers. Delete this chunk here. And here. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, man. Okay. Yeah, I think that's decent right there. Just nice diamond design. I don't want to try it without texture even. Let's take this, go to full white, copy, paste. Lock it in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Done. Yeah, we're doing the Mario Kart World soundtrack. I'm just kind of listening through. Dandelion Depths. Dandelions in the depths. Alright, that's a good start here. Let's just leave it at this for now. So we're gonna save this as PNG modules. Previous track was Cheep Cheep Falls. Little Dumpy. That wouldn't be a bad category. That'd be really specific, like Mario Kart kart pieces. Yeesh. Can you imagine? Yeah, they'll do that. Vehicle pieces. Yeesh. Okay. So what we need to do we have our icons here. And we pull in a new modules. There it is. Great. Module directory. All these indices are indexing onto the old item indexes. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So we want to subtract 70. Boo Cinema. Oh. Oh. Oh, that clarinet. Oh, I like it. Whoa, 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 whoa. So true. So true, Dove. I love that. Wow. That's good. That's really good. That's a good bend in the note. All right, let's figure out where module icon index is used. Ah, we also need to use it on get index here. Of an alternate variety, a jazz version. Mostly the same. Oh, it's got that stanky trumpet. So where we had the clarinet before, now we've got the trumpet line. That's good. You a content observer. Okay, so right now it's using this texture. So I guess what I want is an alternate version of this module icon. And it's just going to use this other one. Dry Bones Burnout is the next one. Three, but it's an awkward three. What a good bit. We haven't seen a bit like this since the various Mogs. This is a weird time signature on this. It's definitely in 3, but it doesn't feel like it. What is it? It's so weird. Haha, yes. This part right here, it keeps making me feel like I'm not quite on beat. Very bizarre beat to it. Okay, I think this will work. Let's go into oh, this is Moo Moo Meadows, right? This is Moo Moo Meadows. I like this one. The arts. So we got Mart, Gart. Who's this new fellow? Who's this original character of Wart? Not Wart, Wart. Module, and then I have to pass in a module. I get it. Give it to me. That ripple is messed up. That's not a reinforced frame module. How is this not working? Choco Mountain from Pin 64, but now with a guitar riff. Or what I should do is this. Do it this way. Okay, that might work. What else we got? Toad's Factory. I'm not as attached to Toad's Factory as some other people are. missed. Have a good night, Willow. I didn't have Mario Kart Wii. It's not. That's a strawberry. Gord, welcome in. The roses. Let's see here. Hey, Max. No, there's a fly. There's a fly in here. And I had to improvise. It probably did look like I was just chucking a shoe at the wall. It never left my hand. Let's see here. Icon, it's module icon. All right, do it this way. Print A here. We're gonna go old-fashioned and print B if this one. Like Godot and not making own engine. I've done games in making own engine before, and you know what? It turns out there's a lot of problems that are not fun to solve. Some problems I love solving from scratch, and that was probably the most fun part of some of my old projects. Was not like the making the content, like levels and art and music. It was like, how to make a physics engine. It's fine. It's not doing either of these. It's not doing either of these. What? It's not doing either of these. Anything and everything. Yeah, I mean, yeah. All right. Original Bowser's Castle music. No, so I've jumped engines a few times. I've made some stuff in Unity. The only game I've actually got on Steam for sale is in Unity. Okay, so it's hitting that. Okay, it's not hitting either of these. It's not hitting either of these, is it? That's peculiar. Oh boy. That's not gonna fit, right? No. No, it's not gonna fit. Thank goodness. Module icon index does not exist. Why not? So we get the item name from the item key. Should probably look up the chest code here. So you retrieve an item, you reveal a prize, you UI global get item with item name. Init with item name. Okay, that's what I figured. That's where I figured this was going. Init with item name. So we pass in the key. Module directory dot get. So it should be correct there. Max HP up. Yep. How much time do you spend testing, like, clicking play? Clicking play. So here we got it. Should I do one feature and not try for every line of code? Oh, okay. I get what you mean. Like testing line by line. Like write a line of code, make sure that works. Write a line of code, make sure that works. If you're very new, you may not have the confidence of knowing, like, okay, yeah, I wrote a line. I know that's gonna work. Like 99% of the time, there's nothing I've missed there. It's fine. But when you're first starting out, you're gonna feel a lot less confident and feel more like, I don't know, like 50-50 at best. That's gonna work. Typically, what I would say is there's a sweet spot based on your confidence in your code writing abilities, where you can write X number of lines and then run it and feel fairly confident that everything's probably going to work. And if it doesn't, you're not actually losing time because you got such a big chunk of it done at once. And you can quickly figure out what's wrong by a binary search, by saying, okay, wait a second. Let me chop this code in half. Does it still work up to this point? Okay, it does. Well, does it still work down to the 3/4 mark? No. Okay, well, now I've limited it to this 1/4 range. So that's how you can debug a big chunk at once, but you need to have at least a basic confidence that you've got more than a 50-50 shot of any given line working. If you're not to that point yet, I would recommend getting your chops up a little bit with more starter projects before diving into game dev, because game dev requires this complex marriage of lots of different skills in a weird way, coding being one of them. But once you feel like decently confident, go ahead and just make a big block of code, test it all at once. If it fails, find the halfway mark, and then start testing those individual halves and see like, okay, did it break in this half? No. Okay, then did it break in this quarter? Yes. All right. Narrow down, narrow down, narrow down, and then you find the problem. That's much quicker than doing one line at a time testing. Especially when your project gets large, the build time may make that completely unfeasible. All right, let's see here. There's something to be said for momentum. When you start writing code and you really get going, having to stop and then test it by building the code, playing around in the game, getting to that part, and then seeing if it works, that's no good. Once you build up some speed, you can really get going. All right, so we got item from the module directory, which does have a module icon index. It should. But neither of these are coming through. Let's get the uh-oh. Let's confirm that we print uh-oh. Based on what we've passed in for our properties, we'd expect to go into this block here, but I think we're going to wind up in this block here based on the actual results we're seeing. Come on, give me uh-oh. Yes, all right, we got uh-oh. So we know where we are. We shouldn't be there. Why are we here? Print the entire object of the item entry. Rainbow Road. Okay, this is what we're listening for. All right, so prediction, we're expecting to hear the motif of the game, which mostly seems to be boom, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-da-ba-dum, that one. Ba-da-ba-dum, ba-ba-dum. There's the fly. Fly landed. Fly. Still roams these halls. Okay. Reinforcement, good. Module icon index is the... Oh! Boom, there it is. There it is. Okay, so our problem here is we're doing if this, but if this returns 0, 0 counts as falsy. So we have to explicitly say that we're looking for not null. That should do it. So all this right now that the feature we're working on is we're splitting out a file into multiple files. Module art in one file, item art in another file. Well, I guess that's something. Why is it the way it is? Item get dialogue. Item icon. Module icon. Region rectangle is, region rectangle is going for Y300. Y300, but why 300? Oh, that's completely wrong then. If I set it to 0, we get this, which isn't great, but project manager, do you use Trello, Jira, Solo, and have a do nothing? What crappy commit names? I've occasionally, for a project, since I am the only one working on this project, I just have basically a text document of different priority to-dos. I've got my major goal, which is get the demo done, and a list of things that absolutely must be done before I can count it as done. And occasionally when testing, I'll happen upon some tiny thing, and I'll put that in a separate section for when I've got some spare time. Let's make this tighten up the graphics on level 3. Region rect. Icon index. For the stuff I do work on with other people, which is specifically managing the music tracks, because I have someone who's working on the music for this game. I maintain a spreadsheet of here are the tracks we need. Here is a link to the last one provided of each song and its current state of in progress, needs work on this, totally done, don't touch it again, all that other stuff. Okay, we're getting 0 here, which is good. If icon index does not equals, why are we doing that? We should always do this. And then we should also there's a modulation we should do. Put it right there. We have to color it correctly. But yeah, my commit names do suck. Luckily, I don't think I've ever had to roll back. Yeah, Casual's doing great work on the music. Some of the songs I'm really excited to like. I want to get the song on YouTube. Yeah, maybe I'll get a public facing. There we go. Now we got it. And it's the correct color. It's the correct file. We're great. We're doing good. There it is. Okay. So now that works. Next up, pause menu. Which is not module directory. It's module index. Sprite is icon sprite. What is icon sprite? Okay, so module instance has a icon sprite. Icon Sprite 2 used? I don't know. What is Icon Sprite 2? Okay. Icon Sprite 2. I think we can get away with just modifying the art for the texture, and we might be good to go. Maybe. We're gonna find out. Yeah, opening up some kind of publicly usable bug tracker would be handy once we do real demos. Yeah, that is the thing. Oh, nope, we're using the wrong art still on the pause menu. But this is correct. Okay. So now we're just using the wrong one over here. Now we're in section 3 of Rainbow Road. Okay, so that's gonna be... module icon index for pause menu? Get icon. Da, 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 da. That's it. I told you they would use it again. It's the motif. I called it. Texture. Yeah, wrong texture. I knew it. I knew they would do it. It's a straight rip of the main theme of the game. The motif! I'm really pushing casual hard on motifs in Paper Robot soundtrack. Like more overt. There we go. That's looking good. Okay, I mean, it's not looking great, but okay, batteries are fine. Something weird going on there. There we go. Boom. Art, I've always done it myself. For better or for worse. Which means really, so pixel art. It was a riff on Space Invaders was the idea. Pixel art is a pretty good starting place because there's just less to get wrong. That said, geometry, just simple geometry, fine. These are just circles and ellipses and stuff. There's no. Boom, boom. Wow, what a good game. Okay. It's like, yeah, that's fine. Dabble Worlds. Pixel art. Hard to mess up pixel art that bad. I mean, no, it's not. You could screw up pixel art. Think just shapes. Just use circles and squares. Triangles. Triangles are great. People love triangles. Okay, I think we did it. Check in those changes. This is move module art to separate file. Oh, before we... One more thing to do on that. The icons. We can actually delete the icons. From here. There we go. To move those to a separate file. Final section is what this part of the track is called. and then credits, and then that's it. Why does the track keep going? Oh, night versions, slow versions, fast versions. Okay, so it seems like, thank you for the follow. All follows are anonymous. It seems like the rest of these tracks, and there's a lot of them, is just like different versions of each track, of each audio track. Oh, that can't be right. What? Nah, I'm lost. I have no idea. Dun, dun. Oh, I like that staccato. All right, done on that item. Woo. Module icons are now in a separate sheet. One item off of that list. Other plan. A new move. Like a big gear smack. A big gear smack move. So this is going to be the equivalent of Power Smash in TTYD. Power Smash. What does it do? It's 2 extra damage for a cost of 2 energy. I think we can do it even better than that. Maybe? How could we make this more interesting? So, the existing, let's jump into the battle scene here. So the existing gear move is just this. So I think what we could do is make it more challenging by making the safe zone smaller, but the gear spins slower. So it's kind of like it's a heavier gear. And that just differentiates it somewhat. But we can still use the same action command. So in our module directory, let's add a new move. So here's how we add new moves. Move, heavy gear. Single powerful blow. Color. Let's set a new color. RGB. Pitching this to publishers. I'm not 100% sure. I don't like the idea of, like, going to a bunch of people and trying to convince them that I made a good game. But at the same time, there is some benefits to having an actual publisher behind you. Devilworks would probably publish it. That's so true. So true. Is this the next Hollow Knight? Germ Dove. Why don't you tell us about your feelings regarding Hollow Knight? I saw the fly. We just went past. All right, then we're gonna. That's it. Because the next one is like. Dove, does Mario Kart World have any tracks that aren't available on the map? Or are they all accessible from the world? I mean, that's probably a stupid question. They've got to be accessible on the map. I haven't watched a lot of how like the map selection goes, but I haven't seen just a straight up list selection. It's always pick a spot on the map kind of thing, which doesn't bode well for additional tracks being added. It seems like this will be you get what you get. All right, let's switch back over to our music now. Paper Robot. They are all okay. Moves. Give me the battle moves. Gear spin. So it's going to be similar to Gear Spin. What we'll do is we'll add a function for the base of Gear Spin. Because we can do... Yeah, Spring Toss action. So I can do like a Gear Spin action. Which is going to take whatever it is we need. Spring Toss action. Source, targets, or target? Probably just target. Single action command path. Source, target. Just a spot. You really do. Which is a darn shame, since that's like the gimmick of the entire game. It's like that's the like Double Dash. If it was like, oh man, I love playing Double Dash, but I hate having two people in my cart. It's like I got bad news. Or Deluxe with driving upside down and on the walls. It's like that. No, that's the point. They really focused that. Like, this is even more of a core thing. It's like, no, the game is about driving long distances to a destination. That is what they built this whole thing around. And so it's very sad that that's the part of the game that you don't like, because so much of it revolves around that. So I really doubt they would give in to making you do less of that. I don't know what else we need here. Speed of it, size of it. Speed. Zone scale. And let's say speed scale, zone scale, and what else? Damage bonus. And the action is do this. Okay, so then we just say do source, target, speed scale 1, zone scale 1, bonus damage 0. And like that's it, right? So now we've reduced the move to just this, which is much better because now we can make variants. like heavy gear. Cost 2. First grounded enemy. Additional damage 2. So we gotta work that in. Damage bonus. Damage is the result of the action command. That's fine. That may change in the future. Because I'm seeing one alternate cool idea could be like the gear spins and then starts spinning back the other way, but faster. And you do 1 additional damage for every time you can land that timing. That could be a cool thing. So you get like 1 very powerful hit, but it wouldn't scale indefinitely because that's unbalanced in these types of games. Okay, now we need a way to modify the action command. Now there's a, where is our instance of that happening? Action command. Wait. Do it. Wait. Like, it's got to be an actual move. There's some kind of, like, get current action command and do something with the action command instance. Battle manager.action command instance. That's got to be the one. Yeah, here we go. Oh no! What, Al? What'd you call yours? What's your little character's name there? Oh, that's a good original character. Stop having a cow. That's what he says. Action command instance. Great, cool. Okay, so we action command. Wait, action command result. When do we start the action command though? Like, I see you wanting to use this, but where does it start? Oh, down here. Haha. Haha, haha. Start action command, and then on finish, do this. So, presumably, after starting the action command, we want to set some variables. Now, where are we gonna do we do that like right after we start the action command? Does action command start just immediately return true? It does. Okay, good. So we can set some values here. Oh yeah, this is waiting for state 1 here. So we can actually do it there as well. No, we'll do it here. This is probably going to take a little bit of extra finagling. So gear spin is this right here. How does this work? How do we get whether it is in zone? We look at the success zone, and we actually measure it. So we're actually looking at the size of that item. So, so success zone. If I were to take the transform, Did I set the scale? Ah, it anchors that way. Anchor point. Where's our anchor point? Can I move the anchor point? Whoa. Huh. That was weird. Now it won't let me undo it anymore. That was worth having it. Yeah, definitely. It's very odd. Let me get back into it again. See, now it's normal again. So I did something and then it screwed everything up a lot. Very cool. All right now. we're having a grand old time. Dove, do you want to introduce your new character? Your new original character? I don't know why. What actually made me laugh was just Al saying "lol." That was what actually pushed me over the edge. Oh, cart, huh? Do you race? Is this some? Do you race in cart or what? Oh, okay, that makes more sense now that you mention it. Okay, so what if we put this in a node 2D and call this success container? Oh, is that gonna work? When I measure the size of this, get global rect size, I don't know. No, that definitely would not work. What I would like is for the center point, shift, click this button while holding shift. Does that work? So now if I transform it, will it scale around that? It will. Okay, good. Is that a great idea for an OC? Oh, good. All right, so we're gonna have a speed scale, which it defaults to 1, and a zone scale, which defaults to 1. Yeah. And what we'll do is rotation speed normally is lerping towards 4.0. We're gonna multiply by speed scale. And the zone scale is our success zone dot scale dot y. Okay, good. Maybe we can make this work tonight. Maybe we can get this going tonight. So in the same way that we set flag like this, action command instance dot speed scale and zone scale. Set it to speed scale and zone scale respectively. Okay, that should be fine there. Is that it? Is that it? think that might be all I need for this. Let's get into white. Let's see if this worked. It might be nice to change the color slightly. All right, there it is. Heavy gear. We'll do a different color chip. Like we'll rotate around the hue. All right, here we go. So I've got my new attack, heavy gear, cost 2. So it should move slower. I never actually changed this. I never actually changed the speed of heavy gear. Heavy gear moves slower, 0.5, but the zone scale is also scaled down. Now, I need to do some more specific measuring, like how many frames is it in the success zone? Because scaling these evenly seems like it should work, but you have to remember it's on a sinusoidal curve. So that won't quite work. To just hope for the best there. All right, heavy gear move. So it should move slow. Oh, tiny. Ooh, yeah, look at that. Ooh, but it hits for 4. Okay, and it costs it. It works. It works. Wow. Incredible. I love that. I love that it just works. Is in zone. Print is in zone. All right. This is going to be our way of measuring whether or not it's fair. We're gonna do some frame calculations here before we end the stream, and then we're out of here. Okay, so I need to pull up our log here. Okay, so we're gonna say regular attack, go. So this is gonna log down here how many true frames we get. It's probably not gonna be even. Looks like it's 9 frame, a 9 frame window. Oh no, get him out of there. Put some air holes in. Okay, 8 to 9 frames. Reasonable. Okay, I'll let them just do their thing. Okay. Now the big one. What's the zone on this? We want it to be about the same. 8. 8. It's a little bit less. It's slightly less. Now, can I modify that live here? Battle, battle manager, action command, gear spin, zone scale. I think I can. That does work. Okay, what do we get now? 10 frames. Well, that seems a little bit much, unless we want to just stick with 10. Okay, so 0.6 for 10 frames. You know what? Let's actually buff the other one to 10 frames as well, because we can do that now. Okay, it's very consistently giving me 10 frames of freedom on that. By doing 0.6 on the zone size. Rart and a jart. Out of all of the bits that we've had, this one ramped up the quickest. Okay, regular gear spin. What do we need? I want 10 frames. All right, so remote view, battle manager, action command, gear spin. If I change the zone scale to 1.1, how many frames of success do we get? 10, 9, 10, 10, 9. Okay, need a little bit more then. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. That looks good to me. Okay, 1.15. So we're buffing the regular attack by about 15%. Can resist. There's something very sweet about it. All right, we did it. That's another item off the to-do list. We made a whole new attack, technically. It feels different because it's like slower, and that's interesting. Okay, now what? Do we have time to do a raid? What do we got? What do we got? Oh, Mina the Hollower demo is out apparently. I did not know that the demo was already out. I've been waiting on that one for a while. That looks like it's going to be a good game. It's by the Yacht Club folks. I've heard it's fantastic. That's good. I know they've been working on that a long time. Like, I was seeing the initial screenshots for that ages ago. Let's see. We recently raided into small. Let's see. Pokemon or Cult of the Lamb. We go raid into Ish. Who else? Anybody else? Ooh, let's raid Factorio people. Let's not really. That was a joke. That was a joke. I would never. Hey, Meme. We're wrapping up. We're leaving. I think we're going over to Ish's channel. Let the ad play out for 27 seconds. We can just start the raid process while we're waiting. There's a new Meat Boy game. Oh, I did see that. I didn't see any. I saw a still image, so I don't know if it looks any good in action or not. Yeah, 3D. Interesting choice. Can't wait for Super Dabble 3D World. Honestly, that's a very interesting choice. It's not the direction I would have expected the game to go, or the type of game it is. We did it. We added our new world. So that does mean that we need another stream to work on our next project, which is going to be a new enemy. The idea that I've got for it is we're going to have a pig that hides in muddy puddles and sort of, I'm thinking kind of like swims around and dips down beneath the surface so it can kind of appear and disappear to make an interesting in the field interaction. That's the idea. So we'll see if that works or not. Hopefully so. Everyone, have a good night. Have a cow. We're gonna go hang out with Ish, who's playing Cult of the Lamb. I've seen a little bit of the game. Looks interesting. All right, everyone, have a good night. Bye.